Hi guys! Today we are going to continue with the topic countable and uncountable nouns, but we are going to talk more about how to use the quantifiers in the sentence. Do you still remember what countable nouns are? Countable nouns are things we can count with numbers, like sandwiches, sausages, or candies. So let me use a sandwich as an example. A sandwich is a countable noun. So if there is only one, we can say there is a sandwich. What if there are more than one? Then we should use the plural form, sandwiches. We can say there are sandwiches. And for uncountable nouns, they are things we cannot count with numbers. That means they don't have plural forms. So let me use soup as an example. Since it is an uncountable noun, that means I cannot add "a" or "an" in front of it. I can only say there is soup. Since we cannot count an uncountable noun, even I'm adding more soup, I'm still saying there is soup. To sum up, for countable nouns, we can use is if there is only one, and are if there are more than one. For uncountable nouns, since there are no plural forms, we can use is only. Now, let's talk about quantifiers. We are going to learn how to use a lot of, some, and any today. First, we are going to see the difference of a lot of and some. Again, I'm using the countable noun sandwiches as an example. You can see there are 3 sandwiches in the picture. If you don't want to talk about the number, you can say there are some sandwiches. So now, take a look at the second picture. There are so many sandwiches that I don't even want to count, so I can just say there are a lot of sandwiches. This is very similar to how we talk about the uncountable nouns. If there is not too much, we can say there is some soup. If we are adding more, then we can say there is a lot of soup. What if we have nothing? Then we should use the word any in this case. For countable nouns, we will use the plural forms. That means we add the letter s or es after the noun. For example, if we cannot find any sandwiches in the kitchen, we should say there aren't any sandwiches. We are using aren't instead of isn't because we are using the plural form sandwiches. It is much more easier for uncountable nouns. We are still using the word any in this case. But since there is no plural form for uncountable nouns, we must use isn't. For example, we can say there isn't any soup. Another situation that we use the word any is when we want to form the questions. It is very similar to how we form the negative sentences. Again, for countable nouns, we use the plural forms. That means we can say, are there any sandwiches? For uncountable nouns, we stick with the word is. So it should be, is there any soup? So a little tip for you if you want to form the sentence about the quantity, ask yourself some questions. First, whether it is a countable noun or an uncountable noun. If it is a countable noun and it is more than one, then you should use the word a. If it is an uncountable noun, then you should always use the word is. After you have answered the first 2 questions, think about the quantifiers you should use. Should that be some, a lot of, or any? I hope you find the video useful. Thank you for watching. See you next time.